Hello, and welcome to this overview video of Mr. Schuck's 8th grade Language Arts class website featuring unit lessons on Sherwood Anderson's Death in the Woods. The purpose of this video is twofold: to outline its content and to demonstrate some of the technology that's included in this unit by sharing examples of the web tools, resources, documents, links, and so on that are important to carrying out this technologically advanced lesson in the classroom. So right now we will run through this website via video, so hang on for the ride. On the navigational menu here at the top we have next to the home page a section on lessons, followed by resources, the survey, that is the peer feedback part of the website, and an about page. So we'll start off with the lessons page, and here we have a unit overview quickly describing what to expect in the unit, and I've included links to the plans, standards, and assignments pages, which are also under the lessons tab, and also an extension activities page, which we'll talk about here in a second. On the plans page, I have plans for days 1 through 10 of the entire unit, and for each day there's a title to the teacher lesson plan and a link which opens a PDF printable version of the lesson plan for that day. So we have those for 1 through 10. Next we have the standards. On the left we have the OCC standards that are met by this unit lesson plan, and then we also have the NET standards for students and teachers. These are linked so user can get details behind all of these descriptions. Next we have the assignments page, and on the assignments page we have it broken down again by day 1 through 10, and we have again links to the teacher lesson plans here under the headings, but below the headings we have links to some of the resources that students will need, like worksheets and PDFs, and links to some of the technology and websites that they'll be using as they work through here. For example, we have PDF here called Jamie's Story, which is just a short paragraph that students have to read and compare with another story called Grandpa's Story. So that was for the point of view exercise, and that's what we have here under these links. As well, there are links to some of the technology, as I said. We'll get to that in a minute. All right, so I mentioned extensions. These are links to additional lessons that teachers can use to expand or to reteach or to teach in depth on some of the topics that are related to the lesson plan. I've included links to 2 videos about the author of Death in the Woods, Sherwood Anderson, and these are YouTube videos that I have created. Next up, we're going to go to the resources page, and here again I've got brief descriptions of the technology assessment and rubric, which are the 3 sections under resources. And on the technology section, these are the technologies, the web tools that students will use to complete some of their assignments. Each of these images or icons is a link to the website for the web tool. I've also included links to samples that I've created using the technology, for instance with PenZoo. Students can click on here and see an actual online journal entry that I've written within the program. So that's the technology page. On assessments here I've got a link to both a QuizStar online tool that I use to create an assessment for this unit, and then also a PDF, which is a printable version of the very same quiz. Here's the PDF, and the same questions are in the QuizStar. Log in using the name Schrecker for the username and password. you will see that there is one quiz button, and we will see the start of the quiz. Okay, start the quiz. There are 13 questions on this quiz with a total of 2 attempts allowed, and the application allows for students to review the questions they missed, and also allows for a second taking of the quiz so they can increase their score once they've mastered the content. So the first few questions here are short answers. The question is spelled out here with space for the student to type a response. And then these are matching terms down here which are discussed in the lesson: point of view, voice, excuse me, regionalism, omniscient narration, limited omniscient narration, inference, plot, climax, and suspense. And the students can type their answers in these fields, as well as choose from these radio buttons for their answers for the matching. Okay, following the assessment, I have the rubric page. I use the Ohio Graduation Test 6-point rubric as a rubric for grading the writing pieces of the assignments, and this will get the 8th grade students prepared for high school in following and trying to measure up to the Ohio Graduation Test 6-point rubric standards. Next, on the survey page, I have a SurveyMonkey survey, which I've embedded in the page here. This is for peer feedback. And then I have pages for results and reflections, which are forthcoming. Finally, I finished up with an about page about myself, featuring a wintertime photo of myself outside of the school to coincide with the winter theme of the Death in the Woods story. So enjoy this unit lesson plan website on Sherwood Anderson's Death in the Woods.